Attention all Guardians. Last night we detected a seismic disturbance on the moon. Within hours it was swarming with Hive. This plague must not be allowed to spread. The Hive pour onto the surface of our moon from the Keep. That is where our disturbance originated. We will investigate, but first we must regain a lunar foothold. For some of you, this is all too familiar. But do not let the atrocities of Crota haunt you. Whatever this is, we will not let the tragedies of our past repeat themselves.
The Hive appear to be retreating. Commander, these Hive are erratic, scattered.
They lack leadership. Crota's death left a void they have yet to fill. But the disturbance seems to have emboldened them. They must be stopped.
We're on it. Hive are coming from that portal up ahead. Let's shut it down. The Shrieker's vulnerable. Now's our chance. The portal is down, Commander.
Good work, Guardians. Thanks to you, we'll have an LZ up and running soon. In the meantime, press on towards the Keep.
Guardian, there's no time to lose.
Ikora?
This disturbance, I know what triggered it. Who triggered it? Eris Morn.
Eris is back on the moon?
Last I heard from her, she was headed into the Keep. I don't even know if she's still...
Before we can gain access to the Keep, you'll need to clear the surrounding area.
We'll find her. Alive. Commander, was the Vanguard aware of the Hive's activity on the moon before the disturbance?
We've been closely monitoring their progress, but have not yet discovered the purpose of this. Scarlet Keep.
The path is clear. Ready to head into the Scarlet Keep.
Eris came to me. She'd found evidence of something very old on the moon. A potential threat to humanity. Eris insisted on going alone. Just a scouting mission, she said. And I let her. Eris is resilient. She's proven that again and again. Often to her own detriment.
If anybody can take care of themselves, it's Eris Morn. Ikora? We've lost her signal. That's strange. What was that? These Hive. They're not actually Hive. Their energy signature is entirely unfamiliar. The source of our disturbance should be right around here. What is that? I've never seen anything like it. This must be what Eris was after. Something's wrong. I feel strange, like someone or something is invading my light. That thing across the way. What is that? There's some sort of massive energy spike here. It's too heavy for us to pass through. Crota? But we killed him. He's regenerating? We can't move. We have to go now.
Guardian, come with me.
Eris Morn. What is that pyramid?
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity. Before us lies a dark remnant of their existence. Was it struck down by the Traveler? Left here on purpose? The truth is ours to discover.
Discover how?
We find a way inside. Gaul. The fanatic. Crota. Like living nightmares, your past confronts you, Guardian. Old scars reopen around me as well. Phantoms of my friends return with a malice they never truly had. Every one of them, the twisted will of that looming pyramid. We must not let it distract us from our goal. Finding a way inside. Together we have conquered our enemies. We will do it again.
All right, Eris. Where to?
The pyramid's warding is only a temporary inconvenience. We must first understand how it works if we're to pass through it. For that, the Hive may provide answers. For eons they lived next to the pyramid, and now they've constructed that Scarlet Keep above it. Its existence was clearly no secret to them. Now that it's activated, strange congregations of Hive have begun to appear on the moon. There is undoubtedly a connection.
And that's where we start. Eris, we found it. It appears to be a ritual of some kind.
We must learn its purpose. Do not be afraid to engage the Hive.
Eris, it's the nightmares. The Hive are trying to draw them in for the ritual.
How curious. For what purpose?
It's unclear, but they don't seem affected by the nightmares at all. Not like we are.
Fascinating. We must learn how they've achieved that. That's our key to finding a way beyond the pyramid's wall.
Eris? Those screams sounded familiar. Almost like Omnigul. We have to hurry.
Saimota screams as she did the day Omnigul tore her apart and silenced her forever. Our fates nearly intertwined today when a nightmare of Omnigul swept through camp. My survival was a gift granted by the essence you retrieved from the Crota nightmare. Were we to truly harness the power of this essence, it may provide aid in the fight against the nightmares and beyond, to the pyramid itself. It knows we're coming. I can sense it. And we will have the upper hand. In the depths of the Hellmouth, my very soul was shattered into pieces. It was all I could do to try and pick them up again. But some pieces, as you can see, required replacing. I must call upon one of them now, an ancient talisman imbued with the magic of the Hive. Without it, the true power of the nightmare essence could not be harnessed. Through their union, we take our first step toward unearthing the secrets of the pyramid. But it is only a step. Further essences require further Hive magic, neither of which I possess. Acquire both, and our path to the pyramid should present itself. Blind devotion is a dangerous thing. But when it came to Crota, Omnigul knew no other way. She raised for him an army of Hive and tore apart throngs of Guardians. Omnigul left much suffering in her wake. Suffering the Pyramid now uses against us. It expects us to fall to that which we have conquered. Not today.
We've silenced Omnigul's screams before. We'll do it again. Eris, the nightmare of Omnigul is taken care of. For now, anyway.
Did you retrieve any further essence?
We did. This time unique to this nightmare.
I see. Then we will uncover its secrets together. Until then, the Hive await you inside the Scarlet Keep. Let me know what you find within. The Hellmouth speaks. You must answer. Potent energies are radiating from the Scarlet Keep and its grand tower. Power as I've never felt. Foul rituals are doubtlessly underway inside. And if we're fortunate, the Hive magic we need to create more armor.
I thought the Hive preferred their strongholds underground. Why build a tower?
It was thought to be ceremonial in nature. The Vanguard monitored its construction, but had more pressing concerns. Fools. The energy spilling from the tower suggests another purpose. I believe it amplifies Hive magic. This may be where the Hive achieve their immunity to the Pyramid's influences.
The bridge is lowering. Let's move. There's Hashladun, falling back deeper into the keep. We've got her on the run.
It appears that way. But
what?
something is amiss. Continue your pursuit, Guardian. With caution. Do you feel it as I do, Guardian? A hatred as pure and potent as sunshine, soaking through your skin. Hashladun knows what you are, what you've done. She watched you cut through Crota, Oryx, Omnigul, and she is eager to return that pain.
She's certainly going through considerable effort to settle a grudge.
But vengeance can be quite soothing. We understand this as well as she does. It is well beyond a grudge. You wounded her and the Hive in a way that cannot be healed.
Guardian, eyes up. Here she comes. Eris, it's over. Hashladun is dead.
This is a relief to hear. But Hashladun's presence is no coincidence. The Hive must have grander ambitions for the Pyramid's influences.
She had a tablet on her, one that describes a cryptoglyph. I have no record of such an item.
That is precisely the information we came here for. Return to me. There is much to discuss. The Pyramid trembles under the weight of our progress. With every victory, we draw closer to conquering it. The spoils of Hashladun's death are twofold. We now know what the Hidden Swarm have been using to shield themselves from the nightmares, and where it lies, the cryptoglyph. If ever there was a more powerful set of runes the Hive used to conjure their magics, I have yet to learn of it. Of course, to acquire it, we must delve into horrific depths. Our cryptoglyph lies at the bottom of the Hellmouth.
The catacombs. Somewhere within that hive-infested labyrinth lies our cryptoglyph. If we hope to go beyond the pyramid's warding, we must retrieve it, but be warned. Those who enter the rotting depths of the catacombs often fail to return. In that tomb, light does not find a way.
That's our entrance, over on the other side of the pit.
Never are the catacombs unmanned, as they play host to the most potent of Hive magics, including our cryptoglyph. We know not what the Hive plan to do with power as dangerous as this, but they must not find success. The dark rituals of the Hive pose a threat we can't currently afford to face. If their goals align with ours, it is of utmost importance they be halted immediately. It was within these depths that Crota and his brood stripped me of all that I cared for. My fire team. My friends. Only I remained, beaten and broken. The guilt of survival lingers. But you must not. Onward.
Pyramid. My light. It's happening again.
Focus. The pyramid distracts, nothing more. When you have the cryptoglyph in hand, I will teleport you out.
More phantoms, just like those haunting Eris. Faceless guardians watching us. They're nothing more than a distraction. That's the cryptoglyph. Grab it. Eris, we have the cryptoglyph. Teleport us out. Eris, are you there? Run.
Guardian,
We're here. Cryptoglyph and all.
I thought you'd... I'm sorry. The immense darkness of the pyramid kept me from you. But we must not waste time. With the cryptoglyph in hand, we stand a chance against the pyramid. Bring it here and let us make use of it.
I don't care. You reek of the Hellmouth. That armor will prove useful in the battles to come. But the pyramid demands greater power to enter it. 3 further pieces of armor. 3 more nightmares. These diseases torture the moon with their very presence. Send them back to the past where they belong. And in return, they shall provide us with power.
To see it with my own eyes. How long has it sat in silence, watching us?
Much too long.
I can't help but feel responsible for this, Eris. If I hadn't sent you here...
Your concern is noted, but my fate is my own responsibility. And we both know you didn't come here to apologize.
I came to tell you, you were right. It seems those responsible for our collapse are coming back.
Quiet! You're all insufferable! Save your torment for someone who gives a damn!
Eris, the Vanguard is at your disposal.
Then, if you'll excuse us, Ikora, we have work to do.
Guardian, whatever she needs.
We are all consumed by that which eats away at us. For Skolas, it was his own hubris. He pursued complete control over all houses of the fallen. And through his misguided conquest, many perished. Skolas's memory serves as a permanent reminder of all the lives lost at the whim of a single Kell. No matter how hard the pyramid may try, we will not cower.
Skolas Nightmare, dead ahead. It's ours. Eris, Skolas has been taken care of.
Find me when you are ready. Crota's brood had an appetite for destruction that knew no bounds. Thus, Fogoth, the Untamed, was created. To enact the will of evil upon all. Were he to have succeeded, we might not stand here today. Fogoth is fear incarnate. There's no nightmare more fitting for the pyramid to bring forth. And no nightmare more fitting for you to slaughter.
The nightmare of Fogoth is no more, Eris.
And we grow stronger yet. Years ago, Tanyx tore the Vanguard apart over a mere bounty. Andelbrask was murdered in cold blood, and the Hunter Vanguard was left without a leader. Tanyx would ultimately die for this on the orders of Cade 6, but the scars he left among all Guardians would never fully heal. Once again, the pyramid takes advantage of our collective pain. We will not succumb.
There's the nightmare of Tanyx. Let's take it down. Tanyx put up a fight, but we got him in the end, Eris.
Good. We draw closer to the pyramid with every victory.
Of all the things that haunt me, hesitation is not among them. Our world collapsed in pain and agony under the weight of these pyramids. What lies within? More of the same? It doesn't matter. We must know. The unknown can act as a siren that draws us in and swallows us whole. Please, Do not let yourself be consumed.
Our fate lies ahead of us. That pyramid destroyed so many lives so long ago. Getting inside is paramount. We must find something, anything to help us prepare for their violent return. Remember to keep your wits about you. We do not know what tricks they may play within.
It's happening again. Like it's reaching inside me. The pyramid is waiting. It beckons us to come closer. Violence, beauty, truth. These things await inside. There's no turning back now. Welcome. We've been waiting. You're so close now. Just a little further. The Red War saw so many lives lost. Saw the light taken away so easily. In light, there is only weakness. The light abandoned Cade, left him for dead. In light, there is only failure. One by one, Crota slaughtered many guardians. The light stood by and did nothing. And a great disaster ensued. In light, there is only death. Come to us. Do not be afraid. Respite lies ahead.
You made it. We have heard your cries for help, and soon we will answer. Who are you? Don't you recognize us? We are not your friend. We are not your enemy. We are your salvation.
Please! Leave me alone! No, wait. Don't leave. I need you.
Eris, we found something that we believe should be yours.
It's Sai's necklace. I'd recognize her craftsmanship anywhere. She's the one that taught me how to use a knife to carve beads. Perhaps I will take up carving again. Thank you. When she joined the fire team, Sai asked for only one thing. To be avenged. I wasn't able to do that for her, but I helped another Guardian to slay Omnigul. I think Sai, the real Sai, not this phantom, was at peace. Sai spoke little, except when giving toasts. Then none could silence her.
Luna, forever haunted by the Hive's vile corruption. But we will turn their wicked sins against them. Find Toland, Guardian. Let his shattered mind guide you.
The siren call of the Death Singers pervades the minds of those with little strength. Step beyond the threshold and display your power. The skull of the devoted belongs to you now. There is great power in it, should you find a path to wield it.
Have you heard the call of the death song? Do you remember its tune? Madness and decay and destruction of the flesh. Its terrible melody can be ours.
The song remains unbound. There are notes yet to steal, and bone yet to defile. Toland knows the way. His madness is your truth. Heed his warnings and know that your suffering will become your strength. Once the death song is yours to command.
Welcome once more to the edge of oblivion, hero. You have faced much, enough to impress the easily impressed. But the melody we seek to cage may be more than you can overcome.
Is that concern I hear in the old man's voice? Maybe his humanity isn't lost after all.
My concern extends only to all we gain to learn from what comes next. Succeed or fail, Guardian. Either way, new understandings will be gleaned from your courage. Beyond, the choir awaits. Quiet the aria before they shred your mind and rend your flesh. The song's embrace will be harsh, but remember, every note you endure will lead to the Hive's undoing. Here, Guardian. I came to the moon with Eris and other lost warriors, not to end the nightmares, but to meet them, understand them. From that understanding, I expected to conquer their horrors and safeguard our past, present, and future. But the Hive are not simply waking terror. They are a dark mirror, a reflection of all we fear to face in ourselves. Crota, Oryx, the worm gods, the ascendant plane. They are so much more than enemies and the unknowable. They are teachers. The fear they sow, a lesson. A path toward an evolution. We must tear every instrument of death they wield from their hearts, minds, and hands, and remake them to inflict our will. The will of the light. The will of life. Are your ears bleeding yet? The last skull we need is just ahead. Pain of her song. Even removed from your plane, I can feel its reach. Silence her. The death song is yours to command. A new chorus to serenade your enemies with suffering. The final instrument is yours. Take the Death Singer's skull to Eris. Complete the weapon.
The deadly chorus of the Death Singer's call has been stolen and bound to your growing arsenal. Once more, you have proven yourself worthy to stand against the night. Let the death song protect you as it rends those who once cheered its wicked power. They take us for fools. The artifact you brought back from the pyramid began emitting a signal, one that reaches deep into the Black Garden. Once again, we are beckoned into their trap. They expect us to follow the signal, to discover where it leads. Fine. We will play their games, but this time with caution, not curiosity. All this time, they've been closer than we even knew. First the pyramid on the moon. Now a team of Guardians finds remnants of their presence in the Black Garden. Upon this discovery, the artifact came to life. From it, we received another vile attempt at manipulation. They show us only what they want us to see, as if we're to act the part of puppets and nothing more. Any further communication they send, we must discard. The moment we let them turn our gaze from the truth is the moment we lose. No! Well, not again!
Eris, we found Vel Tarlo's mark.
I can't believe it. Vel, he forged a link for every life he rescued. One of these is for me. Thank you for bringing this back. I did not want to ask Vel to join our fire team. I knew he would say yes, but he found out and volunteered. As a pilgrim guard, Vel had experience leading refugees through enemy territory, fighting only the battles he had to fight. He was subtle, for a Titan. Perhaps too subtle when it mattered. They have no worms. How do they commune with the darkness? Do not mock me. Toland is not the only one capable of understanding the enemy. That is one of Toland's lost journals. I have never laid eyes upon it. He knew. He knew about this pyramid. He must have. And said nothing. Thank you for being here. For going where I couldn't. I should not miss Toland. His ruthless pursuit of knowledge led to his downfall. He is not even gone. His spirit lingers, buoyed by the ascendant plane. And yet, a fire team's bonds are not so easily undone. Toland. His spirit came to visit me here on the moon. He told me you saw him in the Dreaming City. His curiosity makes him predictable. I knew he could not resist a marvel, like the Queen's Eleusinia. I tried to save him. I tried to save him. That is not Omar. Forgive me.
Eris, do you recognize this talisman?
Omar surely made this, though I have never seen it before. Perhaps he made it in captivity, hoping for rescue. No, that's not it. He knew his light was lost. This talisman was not for him. He meant for me to find it. Thank you, friend, for one last gift of luck. There was a moment in the pit where I perhaps could have saved Omar, or perhaps we both would have perished. I will never know. Omar offered to make me a talisman before we descended. I was young and foolish then, and thought I knew better than to believe in superstition. I am glad he did not listen to me. I know this isn't really Ariana. She herself said she didn't want to be remembered this way. I want to remember her the way she was. Before the disaster. Before the darkness.
Eris, when your strike team headed to the moon, did Ariana 3 carry the letters Wei Ning sent her?
Yes. To remind her of why we fought. Why we sought to bring about Crota's end. It was not simply vengeance. Ariana wanted no one to suffer, like she and Wei had suffered. That is how she should be remembered. Ever since our descent into the pit, when I thought upon my friends, I remembered only pain. These keepsakes have reminded me there was joy, too. So long as these treasures are here to remind me of my friends, these phantoms tend not hurt me.
Waning needs more time. It falls to us. First pillars, to me! Crota, Gunvor the Dawncaller challenges you. Rah!
I'll keep the feed live. Maybe the Praxix can make use of this data. It's a song that's killing her. Going on for about 2 minutes 30 seconds now. I've wiped it from this transmission in case its power extends through recording media. If anyone is listening, don't trust Toland.
I can't bring him back. There were too many everywhere, devouring his light. I need to find the others. I need to tell them.
I erased her 43 times. But on the 44th death, Omnigal's worm rot clung to her bones, rendered my powers useless on her. Now my light is fading. But if there's a chance to revive her, I won't leave her. I won't.
We're going in, getting what Adana wanted, and getting out. Do you copy? Hey, you listening?
Higher. Ur. Zol. You. Higher. Ur. Zol. You.
What are you doing? Hey!
Higher. Ur. Zol. You.
No. I'll find a way to hide. To hide your light.
There's no other way.
Don't ask me to do this.
Just promise me one thing.
Ghost. Please.
Don't look back.
How is this possible? Ghaul's dead. You're dead. The young wolf killed you. What is this? Hive magic?
This is the final transmission of Gurren, ghost of Toland, whom you call the Shattered. He goes to hear the song of death. Nothing will deter him. None of you can stop him. Not anymore. Toland will hear the Death Singer's melody. He will redefine death, escape the Traveler's blunt samsara. He will sound the depths of the powers you so myopically fear. My only regret is that I will not live to see his triumph.
This will be my last transmission. Not sure I even have the light left to send it. Thought I'd look for a guardian on Luna. A First Light colonist. A downed reef pilot. Maybe an exo who never came home from the war. Is it possible to miss someone you've never met? My time has come. Finally. Finally. When I go, you'll be free. It'll all be over. Omar, do you think we'll see each other again?
We say that the Black Garden is the birthplace of the Vex. But it was not the beginning. It was the reason. The life in the garden called out a question. The Vex are the answer. They will do anything to protect the garden. In these things, there is symmetry. gateways have opened. The Vex are coming. Vex are leaving the garden by the dozens. We don't know why. Report to Eris if you can spare the time, Guardian. We'll need your help with this.
I take it you've already spoken to Ikora. I'm glad you're taking this Vex business seriously. Sometimes I worry that all your successes will blind you. After all, what are a few Vex on the moon to a Guardian who has killed gods? The Vex would not press us now if they did not think they could win. They operate on pure probability, and I'm sure you are key in their calculations. But I trust you. Lead the charge. I'll be handling the rest of our regular operations. Good luck out there. Be brave.
The Black Garden lies open. As we speak, Vex are spilling out onto the moon, drawn by the pyramid's influence. Countless more are sure to follow. Our problems, it seems, are multiplying. If the Vex drive us off the moon, we'll lose our access to the pyramid, and with it, any hope of stopping the nightmares. This threat must be contained before it grows beyond our ability to contain it. My focus must remain fixed on the pyramid. This task then must fall to you. You and Ikora both. Push the Vex back. Learn what you can of their intentions, and bring your findings to Ikora. Light the path for one another, and we may yet survive this complication. See it through, Guardian.
I've been studying incoming recon data from Luna. It all points to the same thing. The Vex have resurrected an ancient Hydra that we call the Undying Mind. The name says it all, really. We fought it many times before. Its primary directive is to take control of the Black Garden. Its secondary directives could result in the destruction of the Traveler. It's moving between timelines, hiding itself. It's learned from its past mistakes. But so have we. I'll come up with a plan. But I need time. And I need more data. I'm counting on you. The Undying Mind. If we could kill it now, we could secure Luna from the Vex. But the mind is moving between timelines, making copies of itself in hundreds upon thousands of different realities. A difficult problem with no elegant solution. I don't think we need elegance. We need brute force. Imagine a portal, tuned into the Undying Mind. One that would allow us to summon it from any timeline. If we had such a portal, we could kill it in hundreds upon thousands of different ways until there's no where, and no when, left to hide. I think we can make such a portal. It won't be quick. It won't be easy. But if we hold the line and work together, we can do it. This is it, Guardian. This is our chance to kill the Undying Mind for good and contain the Vex on Luna. The portal works. Zavala and I tested it ourselves 24 times. That's 24 timelines where the Undying Mind will never return. Still, hundreds, thousands more timelines remain. It will take all of us working together to stop this. Gather your fire team. Fine-tune your loadouts. It's time for us to do what we Guardians do best. Get in there and fight. Congratulations, Guardian. Vex activity on Luna has returned to normal. Deep scans of the Vex Gate network have confirmed the Undying Mind is really, truly dead in every timeline that we can monitor. I suppose we'll have to tell the Cryptarchs to rename it. This was an honest, hard-fought victory, and it couldn't have happened without you. Thank you for your perseverance, for your ferocity. I'm proud to know you.
For me, the moon's story began with Crota. For the Traveler, it began with a far more ancient evil. It is that evil that will thread its way through all of us, friend and foe alike, binding us together in a tapestry of ruin. The Undying mind may be dead, but the threats around us only grow stronger. Transcend yourself, Guardian. The battle on the horizon will take more than power or cunning to overcome.